Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To throw right away is Howell. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimum gain of 2. I'll tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, but still, to me, on tape, they're flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Block now to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right away on the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This size is a tough man to bring down. They do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And it's it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And that flag accepted. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Robinson with another carry. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Locke. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Robinson up the middle. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Powell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Howell. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. They'll get this to about the 38. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And the 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down throw for Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On 1st down, Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. It's Howe with another throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he's able to get this one out to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings out 3rd and 5 now.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give him a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Again, it's Henry. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Henry up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Henry looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Derrick Henry. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They begin the drive with Robinson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score... And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Running left, it's Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On third down, Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Maher able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Powell's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now they go play action with Howell. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 4th down, Howell, desperation time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Montez Sweat with the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give to Henry. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. On second down, a run with Gibson.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week trying to get
the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
Howell throwing on first down here.
Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jamel Dean.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.